What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemoth, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the, not the Sorgatron Media Studios. We're in the Twitch room. We're doing just like we were on the Zoom, or on the, I guess we were on the Zoom call last night for the watch parties and stuff. We're trying out a new platform. Let's see if this works, and which will also make things very more interesting if we keep going here. But anyways, I am here with my man from Beacon, New York, Mad Mike.
This is weird, Sorg.
I know, right?
I can see both of us at the same time. It's
I know,
very
and I look a little
unsettling.
glitchy. You're smooth, but I look a little glitchy on the feed that I'm seeing. So I don't know. I don't know how well this is working. So let us know in the chat room how it's working, if it's working. Hopefully, it means that you will on the podcast will also be just fine too when you check this out later. And we see both of us, so you can see our reactions the entire time, and not me forgetting to switch.
This is great because this means I can't eat now during these shows because the
yeah, you
camera's
can't
always
hide
gonna be
sneak
on.
bites. No, you really can't. You
So I
really
mean,
can't.
you're gonna see a lot of me sipping seltzer, and y'all are just gonna have to deal with it.
Absolutely. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure if the stream is okay or not. It says my stream looks good. So, but again,
Yeah,
please,
I was
feedback
doing
out
a
there.
little visual test to see what my fingers look like, but I can count them all. You
It
look
tells
choppy.
I look
Your
choppy.
video
I don't
does.
know what that is. We were
I
fine
don't know.
last night when we tried this thing. So, I'll swap over to the different internet and see what happens. But either way, maybe something else is running on here. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, either way, we are here, and thank you for joining us. And this is the wrestling. No, what do I do here on Monday nights? I'm in a new place.
It's
Mike.
We're talking about Raw. We're talking about Raw.
Oh, Raw. What happened?
Mhm.
Do I sound okay? Is my sound choppy at all?
No, your sound is fine.
No, then don't worry about it.
But
That's
the
fine. That's the
video, you
important
definitely
part.
look like Max Headroom a little bit.
Oh, good. Like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Mike, as we usually do, what happened on Monday Night Raw? I'm sitting on a light.
Oh, that's not good.
I need pins or something up here. So what happened on Raw? Tell me. And you can see my full expression.
Raw was pretty okay. I still, my main problem with Raw tonight is their tag division is just, it's for shits. It really is.
Okay, what's happening there?
No, they're doing an RK Bro tournament, and they had 4 teams.
Wait, what do you mean an RK Bro tournament?
It's a number 1 contender tag team tournament.
Okay,
but it's put on by Riddle and Orton.
Oh, they're like running it. Did they pick the teams?
Well, because they're the champions.
Is it an RK Bro Invitational or something?
Kinda, yeah. But I mean, they only have 4 other teams on the show, so you don't have
it's
that
not terribly
that
extensive. I know indie promotions that run once a month that have more tag teams.
Yeah, It was AJ and Omos versus the Street Profits, and Street Profits won by countout because
Mm-hmm.
Omos, for some reason, doesn't know how to count to 10 when he was outside the ring. So it looked like we were teasing AJ and Omos breaking up. Then Ray and Dominic versus the Alpha Academy. And, it was fine. Ray and Dominic won. So next week it's going to be Ray and Dom versus Street Profits. Which, yay?
Yay! Like, so more of the same, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the show was pretty good, though. The women's
Mhm.
division had a pretty good spotlight this week.
Okay. Did I see there was a cage match like halfway through the show?
Oh, no, cage match opened the show.
Open the show with a cage match. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it was Big E, and it was Kevin Owens, and it was damn good.
Good. So is that
It
one I
was
should
worth
seek
your
out
time.
then? That's
Yeah,
I love.
worth your time.
This is the qualification. Is it Sorg? Is it worth your time to watch some of this on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, the Big E and Owens cage match, absolutely worth your time.
Mm-hmm.
Dewdrop versus Bianca, worth your time.
How Potter's let me know that Otis has just faded into irrelevance.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Oh yeah.
They did so much with him. Like, what is? I know
He was a Money in the Bank holder.
He was a Money in the Bank holder. He was doing
that'd be an interesting what if for us to do. What if there was no pandemic when Otis had the Money in the Bank?
Actually, if there's a pandemic, if there wasn't a pandemic, I don't think he would have gotten the Money in the Bank.
I think he might have, because he was still very over.
He was, yeah. And
he was still very over, but see, the thing is, he could have won it and then cashed in.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't get
to a big reaction.
Yeah.
But
there's no crowd. You think there's no crowd? So you're thinking no crowd, kill it?
Yes. That's why they put it back on the Miz. They're like, if Miz wins in front of no one's
who cares? Who cares? It's the Miz.
No, honestly, because it's a heel. A heel cashing in, you're gonna get the reaction you want anyway.
Right.
But a face cashing in, you want a crowd for that. That's why they waited with that. And we didn't even run into that problem with the women because Asuka won, but Becky was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no women's cash in last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if. Yeah, that'd be an interesting what if. We could have had Otis as WWE champion at one point.
That's a wild.
No, I truly believe that.
That is wild. Yeah. What else happened on Monday night here?
Becky and Liv tore the fucking house down.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was a great match. Easily the best match in Liv's career.
Mm-hmm.
Like far and away. Becky made her look like $1 million. Becky just escaped with her belt by doing the little, basically the same shit she did with Charlotte by putting the hand on the bottom rope for a roll up.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very good. Lots of reversals. Liv Morgan broke out Rings of Saturn, which I was like, hell yeah. But it was very, very good.
I'm looking. They don't even have a clip up yet of the of that match yet. They have someone looking into it or going into it. But I do see there is a clip of Big E and Kevin Owens in the cage, and Nikki and Queen Zelina.
It looks like they're doing something with Nikki Cross. It kind of looks like maybe we're getting rid of the superhero gimmick.
Oh, okay. See, because I noticed that we also have Jerry Lawler trying to cheer up Nikki.
Oh God! Fuck Jerry Lawler.
What the hell? What is he doing?
Fuck Jerry Lawler.
There's that.
They were in Memphis.
Oh, so he's right down the street. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, at the local high school, scouting for his next girlfriend. Oof. We should have met Austin Theory there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
So this is interesting, and I saw this ad a couple of times last night, and I think we saw this ad when everybody else was getting Capital One commercials. We should talk about that for a moment. WrestleMania 38. I cannot remember the last time I've seen them position WrestleMania tickets as a holiday gift.
Oh no, they do it all the time.
Do they do that all the time?
Well, actually, I'm trying to think because usually WrestleMania tickets are on sale a little bit later.
Are they? I thought it's usually around the same time.
Well, no, because like the travel packages will be on sale earlier, and then the on sale date. But I think they just put them on sale as soon as possible because they want over 100,000 people each night.
That is a big one, isn't it? Yeah, you got yeah. You need to sell 200,000 tickets. Let's get some lead time on this, guys. And to be fair, it is interesting because while we are open and everything, like it's still a tough shell to get enough to get people out, right?
Yep, and
Like,
it is Texas, so it's not going to be the safest.
It's Texas. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. Listen, man. I'm going to like South Carolina this week. I know the deal. I might be going to some other southern places before then, after then. Like I know I've been through this. Like I literally did all this already this year. So take care of yourself, do the right things, stay safe. You'll be fine. Should be fine. I mean, there's always a risk, but it's always about taking care of yourself and everything like that. So, yeah, it is interesting to see that and see the different tactics there. But
I did think it was funny that the ad that you're talking about brought up the supply chain issue.
Yeah.
Like, wow, okay, that's that's a take.
It's very topical. I'm just like, the hell. But it's a good angle to do it. They're just like, hey, supply issue. Everybody's gonna have trouble getting their Teddy Ruxpins or whatever. Oh God, what year is it?
Teddy Ruxpin, the hottest toy of 2021, y'all.
Tickle Me
Teddy
Elmos?
effing Ruxpin. Nope.
The thing with Elmo in the toilet?
Potty Elmo? Sadly, the hottest toy is still PlayStation 5 because no one can find them.
There it is. I can't imagine the toy and AEW figures because I think those are still have a problem rolling up here.
I don't know. I see them at Target now.
You see them at Target now?
Yeah.
On the regular?
Actually,
I haven't been out and about terribly much lately. In the last month or so, to see them. So, that I'm curious what that does look like. So I don't know. We'll see. So, in the chat room, Podner says Austin Theory was busy doing jumping jacks with Vince. Tell me more, Mike.
That's pretty much all there is to tell.
Okay, I'm glad he's
basically it was that, and then Vince was like, "Do something to impress me," so Austin Theory attacked Finn Balor. That was basically it.
So he's also saying, we went back on the WrestleMania thing. He says also it won't have the draw of the first big event like this year's WrestleMania. Also,
true.
What were we at for this year's WrestleMania? It wasn't that much.
I honestly don't know what.
Didn't they do like 20,000?
Well, no, they were in Tampa. They did good numbers. I just don't remember what it was.
Yeah, but I mean, they couldn't fill the stadium because of protocols and stuff.
Well, yeah.
So, but they still, I mean, good numbers. I feel like 20,000 was all there was. So,
well, let me check. I'm gonna look online. Yeah, it looks like 25,675 both nights. Yeah, and that's rough estimates, obviously, but yeah, I mean that was with the restriction and everything. Texas, you ain't gonna have restrictions.
No, you're not. You're not. Just
restrict
yourself.
And there was a Miz TV segment with Edge tonight.
Okay, are we setting up for Edge and Miz right now?
It's already booked for day 1.
Oh, okay. And this is what you were talking about about this maybe turning into something. So
it could potentially.
I think that's the best angle, isn't it?
It might be. Miz was not out with Maurice this time, so
Not yet, but maybe here's my prediction machine. But Maurice pops up, screws Edge out of the win at day one. That leads into, I don't even think this is a WrestleMania thing. I think they do it for a Royal
mixed
Rumble.
tag at the Rumble. Yeah, I can see it.
So I can see that. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Sub-Zero out in the chat room. We installed emoticons this week on our Twitch and our YouTube channels. A lot of them are free on the Twitch channel, but I think they're under the membership over on the YouTube. So, and he's the first one that I've seen that has used them. So I want to give a shout out to him on that over on that's the IndyWrestling.us Twitch that we have those on. Just a shout there, and we're on a bunch of places. I want to give a shout out to people watching on Twitter, on the Twitch pages for Sorgatron Media Indie Wrestling, on the YouTube pages for Wrestling Mayhem Show, IndyWrestling.us, and of course we got a great chat room and some stuff. There's some new features in YouTube. I'm going to try to see if we can roll out in the next week that I saw popping up in my email too.
I'm so confused by all of this. I'm so confused
by what
everything that's happening.
Which is happening in
There's
what?
too many chat rooms.
Well, I have them all up in front of me. I mean, except for
Twitter. I know, I don't. I'm confused.
Twitter doesn't. Well, that's why I'm keeping you abreast of the situation. We're bringing on a social media person to help us during the shows, to tweet what we're talking about and stuff. So we're working on it. Working on it, man. We're building up. The Mayhem Empire is growing this year, and it's going to grow even more after our announcement tomorrow on the show. Tomorrow, there's a big announcement that's going to be. We're going to have one of our Mayhemers come in with a big announcement for 2022.
Oh boy, that's exciting.
Yes. And I think we're officially confirmed. I guess while I'm at it, I should confirm on December 14th for our Christmas episode, Mike. I got somebody special to sing with us, and I've heard him sing "Girls in Cars" and the Run DMC Degeneration X song plenty of times on car trips. So I'm very excited for this. So I hope you have a special song for him to sing along with. And that's and it's weird saying this now. MLW's Joe Dombrowski.
Excellent.
Will be joining us.
Excellent. So if I'm drinking during that show,
and we all will be.
That show may just end up me pitching for Joe Dombrowski to do everything in his power to get Dario Cueto on the Mayhem show.
I think all we have to do is ask. I don't know how that works. I don't know if
but I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask
Joe.
Lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask a lot, because honestly, that would bring a lot of my life full circle. Do you know what I have right next to me, Sorg?
You've interviewed half of Lucha Underground.
I have a Lucha Underground pin right next to me. There's a Lucha Underground air freshener that no longer freshens any air in my car.
But it freshens his soul.
It does, and I drive it to work every day.
That's right. That's right. His soul freshens.
It no longer freshens. It no longer freshens any air.
No,
but it cleanses my soul.
With violence.
It's like a talisman at this point.
It's like a talisman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
now does Joe know we're going to be drinking?
Yes, because there was a drinking plan, and the drinking plan didn't work out, or the alcohol plan. We have another special guest that's going to be with him, but we won't get into that yet. So it'll be a reunion of sorts, and I'm really excited about that. So, and
Sorg, you just got the King of Rock song in my head, and I'm kind of angry about it.
Man, you haven't lived until you're speeding down the highway through the West Virginia mountains, listening to him just blast that thing. Blast it.
It would be your hobby and job, and if you come and bring the ruckus, other sucker.
Oh, you can do a duet.
Oh God,
bro, he knows it. That's why Jimmy DeMarco called him Funky Joey D back in the day, for sure. For sure.
I hope that's the reason.
Who knows?
Jimmy DeMarco, you never know.
You never know.
You never know why he would call someone Funky. You never know why he would call someone Joey. You never know why he would call someone D.
That is true. Also true.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
All
yes,
true.
yes.
All
Yes.
true statements.
So anything else from Raw before we move on to anything else?
I'm trying to think. Like the first match and last match of Raw definitely highlights. Miz
Mhm.
TV definitely a highlight.
Okay.
If you want to catch some of the backstage stuff they're doing with Nikki, it looks like I don't know if we're leading to a Nikki heel turn or maybe Nikki trying to become more like Rhea Ripley instead of being, the almost a superhero.
Like if Nikki rolled back to sanity Nikki a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
maybe got a Rhea Ripley badass makeover, like I think I'd be kind
Mm-hmm.
of cool with that.
Or, and this is big brain thinking, we could have the return of Alexa Bliss pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what that could bring to the
Who
roster.
knows? Who knows? Who knows? Well, I did watch AEW Dark Elevation this evening, and we had a big return, Mike. Big return. I'm sure you're excited. You're not. You're not, but I kind of am.
No, I who was it?
It was the liver puncher himself, Anthony Ogogo, is back.
Oh wow, boy, that feud with Cody really helped him out, didn't it?
We don't know why he was gone. Life happens. Things happen. We don't know why he was gone. We don't know. You don't know nothing.
I'm just saying.
You don't know.
I'm just saying. There's
You don't
no
know.
one that Cody's really feuded with that has helped him.
I need a list. I'm not going to pause there.
If you need the list, that proves my point.
Oh, come on. There's somebody early on that I'm not remembering. So, anyways, it'll be really good when Cody feuds with Fuego number 2.
Will it?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
MJF.
He feuded with MJF.
Okay, that's the only person.
It's the only person. Didn't he have a feud with
Mhm.
Pac?
And even MJF cooled off for a long time after the Cody feud before he got into it with Jericho.
Yeah. Can I call out the point where WWE treats their back catalog like I do the indie wrestling back catalog?
Okay, go for it.
Because we do this where, hey, Lady Frost is popping on Impact. Here's some Lady Frost matches. Please check out some Lady Frost matches. They're over on the network. Like bring some attention to our YouTube. I mean, it's a pretty standard. I mean, every independent wrestling company does this. We do this on behalf of our partners, and and hold on, I want to do a thing here. And then we saw it when CM Punk came out. We just saw an MJF Tough Enough promo pop up. So I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. That WWE just kind of does it the same way, right?
I mean, yeah, they have a
smart.
research staff that finds all this stuff. Yeah,
but they also and this is because I think I can't remember if this is on air or off, but it's like the there was a conversation we had about pontificating that the social media people are the real fans of wrestling and get that and are actually reacting to those kinds of things, right? So I think that's. I think that I don't think this is a Vince call. I don't think Vince even knows or cares what this is.
No, absolutely not.
Whoever's running the new media is like, hey, MJF's getting a lot of buzz over here. These guys are actually, a lot of people are paying attention to this, and we can be like, hey, check them out over on our channel, and hopefully they stick around for SmackDown, right? I mean, that's the strategy, right? That's the strategy.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just really interesting to see, like, big WWE doing that, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's just I just thought it was interesting. Not to do about anything,
but they've been doing that since like the days when people started leaving them to go to Impact.
Did they?
Yeah.
Really? Really? Okay.
Oh yeah.
But was that when? Because they popped up like AJ Styles every once in a while, didn't they? Like the Velocity and the late WCW matches that they have in the catalog.
Absolutely,
right?
and like when Kurt Angle became big over in TNA, they would put out a Kurt Angle.
Kenny Omega would pop up from OVW days on the network back in those days. So I mean, it's a strategy. It's just interesting to see, especially when, you know, we're talking about the company of the air of we don't even acknowledge the other companies exist. You know, we talked about that in the last couple of weeks.
Right.
So it is just kind of interesting to see. I'm not going to make a dirt sheet headline about it.
Oh yeah, no, there's no because see, here's the thing. If they didn't do that,
Mhm.
people would be like, "Oh, they're sitting on all this footage.
Look at
Why
them
haven't they
ignoring
released
all
any
this
of it?"
stuff. Yeah,
Exactly. So I mean, they're
Exactly.
damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Well, I
You
don't
might
know
as
if I
well
can.
get the views.
And they can redo it too, because like things like the Kenny Omega thing. Well, I don't know, because the Kenny Omega thing, I don't think they brought Hidden Gems over on Peacock yet that I'm aware of.
They're going over in drips and drabs,
I know everything's
but it's not under a hidden gems thing. They're
so
under like additional matches or something like that.
they get to like re-push out. It's, you know how when Nintendo puts out a new console and they
Mhm.
get to celebrate that they re-release the original Super Mario Brothers again and Zeldas or whatever the hell they're sitting on there. WWE gets to do the same thing now with Peacock. So
Yes, except way shittier
except way shittier. Yeah, I don't even want. Oh,
because the Peacock search algorithm doesn't exist.
so bad, so bad,
Yeah, it's not
so
great.
bad. I don't know what I'm looking at my video on this other feed. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? I don't get it.
I have
I don't
no
get it at
idea.
all. This stuff was fine last night when we tested, but I don't. Ronnie says he's about to crash the show. I don't think Ronnie knows we're not in Zoom.
Yeah, I don't think Ronnie can crash this show.
I was actually trying to
I
see.
don't know how this works. Like, I don't even know if I sent him
Yeah,
the link if he
we're in a
could crash
whole
in.
other. I actually did. I was trying to set up a link for him to hopefully pop in here, but I don't think we can do it on this platform that we're using now. So we're experimenting a little bit. Obviously, I'm a little wacky over here. So we'll see what we can do with this. Anyways, where the hell are we? Ronnie gonna go old Kool-Aid man over here.
Oh yeah.
If anyways, what we're talking Mayhem, Monday Mayhem Warriors, and hey, there was a thing. I don't know if we should hold this for tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh, one thing before we switch.
Yeah.
I did see something that that WWE was pushing out today.
Mm-hmm.
They showed a whole match of the Big Show versus Viscera.
Wow.
And
Speaking of getting that catalog,
this is WWE Champion Big Show.
mm.
So it was that brief window with the Boss Man funeral era.
Oh, you got it from like
And
Kurt Angle or
they-
something, right?
Yeah, and they showcase this match simply because Big Show won with a missile dropkick off the top rope.
Oh, that's when he was lean. That was
Yeah,
his lean year, wasn't it?
It was wild to watch.
Uh-huh.
It was absolutely wild.
God,
it was only like
just
5 minutes, but it came up on my Facebook feed as I was scrolling. I'm like, oh, okay, let's check this out.
yeah. You just need that GIF to drop on Twitter, and it would just go nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. You want to talk people? Maybe we should have Riz on. I don't know. There was a phenomenon with NXT War Games last night. We'll maybe talk about War Games tomorrow. We'll have Zeke Mercer on. We'll see if we get the War Games. I don't know.
Zeke will be in the middle of studying for finals, so I'm sure he'll
he's
fully
coming in.
focus.
I thought he was done with finals. Was the thing? And then I thought last year was. I
don't know.
Saturday.
He said it was finals week. I'm like, good luck, young Padawan.
But I think yesterday,
all right.
I think last week was finals week, and he's like, I can't do that. And I was like, well, that's fine.
I thought he tweeted it last night, but
yeah.
He's a child. He's up for these things.
He's a child. Oh my god. There's some. I'm hoping will let me bring up some conversations about that, because like Mike, I had a conversation with Zeke where he talked about how he met some people that made him feel young. So on a recent show that we both did.
That's gonna hurt my soul. I can tell. I can
you're
tell. I may start drinking a week early.
You're 22 years old, and Roxy's walking around with a Ring of Honor championship at like 19. I think that's the age is right. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt a little bit.
And Cora Jade is the talk of the weekend, and she's.
I know, right? Jeez, like a veteran beyond her years Did you see the one where somebody responded to Brian Alvarez? She was like 18 years old in the ring when
She-
you were trying to learn how to.
She was 19 doing death matches while Brian Alvarez was learning to run the ropes.
At 30, in his 30s.
Yeah, in his 30s. Yeah.
Yes. So there you go. There you go. If we're gonna.
Yeah, and for those saying that Brian Alvarez was talking about commentary, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
because the point of the commentary team was they're saying despite Cora Jade almost dislocating her shoulder and being in constant pain for the entire match, she still had the veteran wherewithal to make a cover. That's the point they were trying to make.
That's the point.
Maybe they didn't say it the best that they could.
No,
but that's the point.
In
they
the
were
moment,
trying to make.
It's not perfect. You know, these guys are the professionals, but everybody, Morrow screwed up. You know, Cole screws up. It happens. You know, we screw up.
JR literally said, "Welcome to WWE Dynamite."
Right? I mean, it happens. It happens. Don't even get started on Dark. Taz, come on. Oh my God, is Taz my favorite commentator right now? Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Jim Lamada. Sorry, RWA team.
Sorry, Wade Barrett.
Sorry, Wade Barrett. Oh, Wade Barrett. Jeez. Wade Barrett. What did he say that caught us last night off guard?
Oh, there was something. I don't remember what it was, but it was very
I think
funny.
he had a swear. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he had a swear. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know. So, so anyways.
Oh, and I'm fully preparing to cry during tomorrow's NXT.
Yeah, because Johnny Gargano.
Just FYI.
He came out after it was digital exclusive online, and he did talk about how he was going to tell us everything on Tuesday. So
I'm fully prepared to cry.
I might have to pull NXT up between the shows, at least catch that first half in case he pops up. But I feel like
I know I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it running.
Yeah, I think it'll be a swerve.
just for that segment.
You know what, man? I think it's a swerve. I think he's gonna come out, start his goodbye. Somebody's gonna interrupt him.
I don't know. You saw that gear last night. You saw that gear.
Yeah, they played into it, but
that's a long way for a swerve.
It's a long way, but
see, the only person I'll accept coming out to interrupt that is Ciampa. That's the only person.
I can see Ciampa saying one more time or something like that. Like you know, and then we extend it to the next.
And then Johnny saying, if I can't do this thing one last time, then I'm out of here.
Maybe.
And then you set that for like New Year's Eve.
But you know, not to get I think. What we get. If it's out, it's out, and that's good. Hope. Will he wear the salmon jacket? If he rolls out with the salmon jacket.
Oh, I'm not believing a single word he says.
No.
If he walks out with a salmon jacket, nope. Not believing a damn thing.
If he walks out with a salmon jacket, I want a camera on Mark Henry. Okay, that's what needs to happen. So, anyways, so something sneaking up on you over there, Mike.
No.
Okay.
Penguins score.
Penguins score. Oh, the Penguins are happening right now.
Yeah, hockey.
Oh, speaking of that,
it's a hockey night in Seattle.
We will give some vibes and shout outs and much love to Dutters. Had her final surgery today for her breast cancer. She now officially has a matching pair. And so congratulate her on being balanced.
Fully boobed.
Fully boobed. Nearly 2 years later.
Hashtag fully boobed.
Yeah, so
I'm sure she'll appreciate that hashtag.
Hashtag fully boobed. I wish I had time codes on this video so I could find this clip. So anyways, somebody please tweet her at that. Somebody's got a Mayhem account out there, right? So please. I don't know. What's this time code? But anyways, what do we do? What's next? Mike?
Yeah.
I think you've seen the clips, you've seen the tweets, you've seen the videos. I would like you to ask me about my weekend.
Hey, Sorg. Now, I don't want to be short with you. But I want to know. Sorg,
Yes, Mike.
how'd you spend a little time over the weekend?
I spent an entire Saturday the most interesting of ways. If you didn't see the video, if you don't know what I'm talking about, at Sorgatron, it's on. I think I put the video on all my accounts. There's clips.
He put a few short clips up.
There's clips. There's and there's also I made a kind of compilation video of the day. And we started with I interviewed Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
He was here.
And then you saw his elves. Boom!
No, Santa Claus visited the studio. We had a good conversation about there's an Elves on the Run, elvesontheRun.com. It's thing happening here in the neighborhood where the studio is, here in Pittsburgh. And the elves have been missing. So we're trying to find the elves. And I did actually forgot to tweet them. I did ask some of the questions that some of you guys out there responded to my Twitter for like a week before. So I know I had Chachi's question in there. Mike, did you have a question? I feel like I had a question.
I didn't know you were talking to Santa Claus. I would have asked him the question I've been pondering for the past 5 years. Are you a Time Lord?
There was a thing about time and space, mastering it, those kinds of things. So
Because honestly,
relatively
makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Had a great time. We took some pictures in front of the studio. Bigger than Ring of Honor TV champion at the time, Shane Taylor, WCW announcer Gary Michael Capetta, and that guy from Mindhunter, all in our studio, and that guy that was Professor Pig on Gotham, combined.
Mm-hmm.
And that one guy was on Glee. But anyways. We were watching something, and I think Missy was like, that's the guy that was in your studio. Like, we're watching like a movie trailer or something. I think he's the guy in the Matrix, actually. And he's like, yeah, that's the guy in your studio. I'm like, I can't recognize people in context. It's like I can't recognize pro wrestlers on the street. You know what I mean? Like, I just like that doesn't fit. So,
unless they like really stand out.
Yeah, like the big.
Like I saw Facade in the middle of Bourbon Street. Because stands out.
You will find Facade in the middle of anywhere for sure. I would just find him in the crowds of the Juggalo shows very easily, with those white dreadlocks, of course. Anyways, what was I talking about? What are we doing? Where are we at? Santa. So had that. Then I went KSWA, and get this, Mike. What was their fan fest? I've never been to their Christmas shows, because usually days where my other shows are happening that I'm involved in. And this all happened because I was supposed to do MMA that day, and it got canceled for I don't know what reasons. So I had a day, and there were wrestling shows. This show was at 2:00. It was at a Three Rivers Harley Davidson dealership, Mike.
Okay.
And there's a lot of friends. Brohemoth was on there. Scarlett was on there. Scarlett was on there against Laura Lovelace, who another friend of the show. They had an ex-WWF women's wrestler there. Cowboy Bob Orton was there. J.J. Dillon was there.
Cast?
He did not have his cast, but he wasn't wearing it during the show. But on his way out, I noticed he had an RKO baseball cap, so I really appreciated that.
Wow.
So he's this very softball dad. I love it. He actually accompanied he accompanied the good guy. You guys won't know him. Against Edric Everhart. So Edric Everhart, friend of the show, got smashed by Bob Orton. I think you guys might have seen my videos of Yinza, the Pittsburgh luchador, with Big Country coming out on some motorcycles. He had a tiny motorcycle. Who else was on there? Rev was there. Bubba the Bulldog told me I sucked. I'm just standing with Zeke by the entrance, and he had to yell at me. The artist formerly known as Super Hentai was there. The Rev and AJ Alexander for Jesus Club. So it was cool. It was like just catching up with everybody. What's up? Sean Patrick, referee Sean Patrick. He was the first person I saw. Ran up and gave me a hug. So the Count was there. You guys don't know him yet, but you hopefully will very, very soon. Yeah, I probably should talk to him about coming on the show. He'd be a good one. But anyways, somebody we're working with. He's been with us at 2PW a bit. He's a referee called the Count, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Does he count to higher than 3?
I don't know. He's the Count. It's the Count.
Well,
it's the Count.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right.
I'm
confused by that, but okay.
Anywho. No, it was a fun show. The Chinese raffles and all that kind of stuff and everything. So, T Ranchula was walking around his Harley thing, and he was always kind of a biker guy, right? So I'm like, gee, I wonder why this is happening here. So, and you guys don't know, of course, T Ranchula, we know him locally, big biker dude. Used to team with Keith Hott actually, as tag champions there. He's probably most famously behind the mat. He's standing there in the group when the dance speech is happening. Welcome to the dance with Paul Heyman.
Okay.
That you may know. So yes, T Ranchula is amongst that crew. And then I drove out of Pittsburgh 90 miles to Conneaut Lake, the home of the famous and dilapidated Conneaut Lake Park, where I would go, not mere miles from where I grew up, man, Mike, up there, Crawford County, close to Erie, right down the road from Meadville, or as you know on this show in the history of the lore, Meadville.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And my sister joined me. And this is the first time that I sat and watched a pro wrestling show that wasn't in my backyard with my sister. And if you didn't see the video, she has a connection because her friend's son is Kid Quick with one of the midget wrestling groups. So there you go. She's very familiar. So I think he was a champion for a bit too. We watched him wrestle in the parking lot of a Quaker Steak and Lube in Sharon, Pennsylvania. The original Quaker Steak, by the way. Dude, this show, Mike, if I told you paid $25 for a ticket, okay,
mm-hmm.
and you watched 3 matches that involved collectively 4 different wrestlers, what would you think?
I think it sounds like fun.
By the way, the group is called Midgets with Attitudes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Short slogan.
This show was 3 hours.
Short show.
3 hours. 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It started. He introduced everybody. The 4 wrestlers, the referee, the lady that I think just dressed as an elf, of course, that I think mostly just hung out at the merch booth all night. I don't know if she normally does something. I don't know.
Did you tell her Santa was looking for her?
I'm not. No, I did not. No,
okay.
I did not. There was a warning at the beginning. Do not pat them on their heads. Because there was because they had the ringside and it was like, hey, they're going to interact with you guys, and stuff like that. And there was the general no touching, no throwing, da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. There was actually a no tossing rule.
Well, shit,
wait, we get to the reason
I'm out.
In a little bit. You're out. So this is a drunk fest. This, by the way, this is taking place at Hotel Conneaut, which is certifiably haunted. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's in the room where my prom was. And it's probably about
100... Is it haunted by the ghost of the Haiti kid?
No. Her name is Elizabeth.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. You didn't go the easy one. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go Macho Man on me.
No, but what does that have to do with midgets?
No, it has nothing to do. I'm just talking about the venue.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Although
Okay.
one wore I love the shirt that they have there. I haven't seen this since I haven't been there for a few years. But for the Hotel Conneaut, they have a shirt that says, "Elizabeth stays here. Why won't you?"
Hmm.
That was fun.
I mean, she
Anyways,
also doesn't have to pay.
so they introduce everybody, then they go out. By the way, in this first hour, the referee got an introduction 3 times. There's like a DJ with a microphone that's like running this thing. He's like the wrangler of this whole thing, right? So it's run like a bar DJ show kind of thing, the way he's announcing everybody. There's music playing before the matches, before we even got to the match. First, there's an incident. Did the introductions, getting ready. The DJ is going. The announcer is going to the DJ booth, which is right behind us, like 4 rows back, and then to the ring and back and forth as he's like wrangling everything, I guess. He. So somebody comes up and says there's a problem. He's like, hold on, we gotta take care of something. He's like, the cops were called. I thought one of my guys like did something, had drugs on them, something. It turns out somebody slapped some lady in the hand 3 times really hard, and they got mad and called the cops. So he gave them their money back and told them to get out of here. So, and then we go into the referee is in there, and he's been doing push-ups and stuff just to kind of mess with people, while we're waiting for whatever's going on. And then we just like have a push-off contest. People were dropping $20 to go in. 3 people dropped $20 to go in and to have a push-up contest with them. Then we have the match. It's a hardcore match. They go in the crowd. It looks like an RWA show. And that it was fun. It was fun. And then so we have the one single match. We are now an hour after bell time, Mike. We're gonna take a 3-song break. We're gonna take a 3-song break.
So a short hiatus.
Yes. So we come back. We have a match. This one more hardcore, comes over our way. More trash cans, chairs. Classic hardcore match. Just fun. These guys are jumping off the top rope. Fun match. The one guy in it, by the way, he's by the Bronx. And I loved he had a t-shirt that I wish I would get you. It says, "Don't let me get Bronx on you." Or "Don't make me get Bronx on you." I thought of you, Mike.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And then it turns into who wants to staple him.
Now, I have a question. Was this using one of those mini staplers?
No, it was a staple gun. I can't tell you. I mean, I can imagine how long the staples were.
Okay.
Because I imagine they're like, yeah. And they're like, you can do it anywhere. You can do his forehead, his cheek, his arm, his nipples, his tongue. About 3 people did it. 1 dude did his tongue. Wow. I don't think I've seen the tongue. So, also, that's money. That's freaking dirty. And then, Mike, you know what happened next?
What's that, Sorg?
3-song break.
So another short hiatus.
This was an hour. This was another hour between the match and the staple-thon.
Okay.
It's drunk entertainment. It was a blast. It's not an indie wrestling show. I don't even think this thing was registered with the State Athletic Commission. It couldn't have been. There's no way it was.
Doesn't sound like it.
There's no way the State Athletic Commission was on with this thing. It's just a weird entertainment show. I think they barely call it wrestling. The ring is barely a ring. It's a short ring. It's like literally like a foot off the ground, and it's like it's an 8x8. And then we go into the last match, and I'm like, what are they doing? I didn't see any more guys. We have all 4 in them, and we're having King in the ring. So, battle royal kind of thing. Do the thing. Guy wins. And then the guy that wins, they say, who wants to hit him in the head with a trash can? They did a bid for this, Mike.
I'm back in. They
did a bid. Now, Mike, at the beginning of November, I attended Mick Foley's comedy show here in Pittsburgh. Small room. I think they said they had like 95 people. But that was sold out at a Hard Rock Cafe down here in Pittsburgh in the South Station Square, right? And he auctions off the shirt that he wears every night for charity at the end of the show. I think he got about $80 for it, right? This is Mick Foley. This is Mick G.D. Foley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw the tweet, but Mike, can you imagine how much somebody paid to hit this guy in the head with a trash can?
I'm gonna guess it's more than $80.
$150.
Wow.
And it's hilarious. And I can't remember. I don't know if I put the first. I think I put the second hit out. He did it twice. But the whole time, like, he's there and he's ready to do it. He's just ready to go. And the DJ guy's like keeps adjusting because it's one of those. It's been used, right? So there's edges. Mm-hmm. And if he hits him, he just keeps adjusting it. And he keeps pausing and adjusting it because he's like, I don't want you to kill my guy.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
So he hits him, and then the receiver, he's just like hit me again. That was a wimpy hit. and then like the DJ's getting pissed because he's like, dude, this guy paid. He shouldn't hit you again. I'm worried about this guy. Wow. So, and that was it. My sister had a blast. I had a blast. We got to bond over Midgets with Attitude. And then they're like, yeah, this is like the third time we've been here. And I'm like, how do I get on the mailing list to know this is also like, apparently back home there's no wrestling shows back home up in that area. Like, there's no wrestling shows, like promotions, right? Sometimes there's wrestling at the Crawford County Fair, which is a few miles up the road, and more than a few miles. Sometimes I saw one group from Erie. Yeah, they did that. I think somebody did a show there at Conneaut Lake, and I think it was for a wedding or some weird thing like that. Like, some people we know were on the show. I was like, what the hell is this thing, guys? Nothing else wrestling happens there except for midget wrestling. This is like the third promotion I know of that ran in the area. I don't think we get that much in Pittsburgh, Mike. So, anyways. So that was my Saturday. That was just Saturday.
Wow.
Then I drove home. And got home at like 2 a.m. So, but it was worth it. So, anyways. On that note, is there anything else you wanted to touch on before we get out of here that I've ran through my...
Yes. Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, we got our trailer, more like a clip, but we got our...
It's a first look. Across
the Spider-Verse, Part 1.
Part 1. Hell yes.
Of course.
I'm so excited. I hope this means we're working on both parts at the same time.
Yeah, me too.
So that we can get them come out. One come out in October, then one come out around Christmas next year.
Even that. Honestly, even if they do like mid the next year, right? Because it's like been 2 or 3 years since the first one, right? Mm-hmm. So now they're just like, hey, the first one.
Because the sequel was supposed to come out on my birthday next year.
Oh.
It was supposed to, and I was prepared to take my entire birthday off and to literally do nothing but watch that movie over and over again in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I was prepared to do that. Now that plan has partially been replaced with Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I didn't see that was coming out then.
Yep, it's coming out on my birthday, so I'm gonna get Sexy Knuckles, which that'll be fun.
I just booked a charity wrestling show to work on my birthday.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think I even get paid for this, but because it's a charity thing, we didn't talk about it. I don't charge for charity shows, but they haven't announced yet, so I don't want to step on that.
Across the Spider-Verse 2, Sorg.
I love it. I mean, it's.
I'm so excited.
It's standard. I loved it so much. I just started watching the first one again last night.
Yep.
Until I got too tired. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna watch more of it here in a second. While I edit this show.
I did want to ask you real quick about the Bebops of Cowboy.
Oh, are you through it?
Because I finished.
Okay, and I can't remember. Did you watch the original series?
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a hot minute since I've watched the original series. I started to rewatch it again on Hulu, but I didn't get all the way through.
Okay.
But I enjoyed the Netflix series. I thought it was fun.
I love it. It
Thought
was
it,
so
yeah.
overly cinematic. Yeah, I think it has its own vibe. I think it was fun. It's and everybody, although it does feel like everybody gets along better than on the show.
Yeah.
Like on the cartoon,
Like Faye definitely doesn't feel like she's going to turn her back at every
right,
twist and turn.
right. Yeah, like the anime, it just feels like Spike is constantly saying about the things he hates are children, women, and dogs, and they're all on this ship. You know,
Well, to be fair, we don't have a child on the ship yet.
no, and they got rid of the dog for a minute. Spoilers. So there was that. But I'm happy with I'm happy with it. It's better than I could have imagined they would have done.
John Cho.
John Cho is the man.
He is wonderful. He's absolutely wonderful.
Backstory is decent. Vicious is kind of a weird actor. The twist.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
see? I'm glad I didn't fully remember how the anime ended, because like it was the twist ending was able to play out as it's intended for me, as opposed to me being internet guy like, oh my they changed this.
Exactly. Yeah, no, between that, they had more with, Jet and his daughter and everything, that was interesting. It was fun. I mean, they got to kind of TVize it a little bit, right? So, but no, I think it's good. It plays a little bit different with the characters.
And I hope we get a season 2, because I love me some Radical Edward.
Radical Edward. I love that he was a
love
mystery.
Me some.
I love that we got more time for him to be a mystery that he was, and I also, and it's not just the ending. Like there's things that they played on, like the was it Loomis, the mechanical, the thing where Spike was in the computer for an episode, because in the cartoon
that was very cool.
Yeah, but in the anime, it's more a cult thing, and it's an AI that, or it's a person that became an AI, and it was a whole, people volunteered for this thing, and it was a death cult kind of thing, so it was more creepy when they did it that way. The I can't remember the name of him, the top hat scary guy in the carnival. Fantastic. They added a little more to it.
Really good.
They gave a reason that he was going at him. Like they did tweaks here and there, and I thought they were welcome tweaks, right? And that was cool. That was cool. It felt,
it felt like it flowed better than the anime.
Oh,
because the anime always felt like each episode was a bottle episode. And that's true for this too, but there's definitely more of a flow.
Yes,
there's definitely more of a flow.
And that was on purpose for two reasons. The original creator didn't know that they'd make the 20-some episodes. They didn't know if they'd make it. And so he said he treated each one like its own movie. So,
okay, well, yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah, so that's why it was great when they actually went back to do a movie so they could actually expand on things. Sorry, I've been really catching up on this stuff. And also, I'm amazed. Like, this thing did not initially take in Japan. Like, in fact, like, I don't think all the episodes even aired. Like, because it was so controversial at the time. So, and then I know when it got here, the only thing that, maybe 2 episodes, but one for sure, the Teddy Bomber episode did not air because it was around September 11th.
Yeah.
And there's a straight up 2-tower looking thing that gets bombed right in the beginning of it. So, but generally, very, 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 very good. So, and just one of those things that Adult Swim exposed me to, of the college days. I remember the late Sunday nights trying to catch those 2 episodes, and I think they're on midnight or something, 11 o'clock. Yeah, midnight, I think it was. And the next day, I have to drive into Pittsburgh from home, an hour and a half away, to do my week down here, every week. So, yeah. Some memories there. Well, Mike, I think we need to wrap this up. Like I said, we're trying the new platform. I hope if there's any issues out there, if you're noticing anything, you guys are listening back, watching back, or if you caught us live, we're just trying this new platform. And if it works out, maybe I'll do this more and I can hang at home a little more. Because, damn it, I'm not home a lot of times. So, and also, Mike, when I'm on the road and I'm a Tuesday not in the studio, like we can do it and this looks a little bit nicer than what we've been doing. So I'm very excited about the opportunities here. We'll grow with this, figure out this platform, this back end and everything, and hopefully people dig it. I'll get some better equipment. I'll get some better headsets and internets and stuff here because I know it's been a little wonky here throughout the night. Oh, it looks like I'm pretty smooth right now. So, but anyways, didn't have any of these problems last night. It's weird. I have to check on some stuff. But thank you again at Mad Mike 4883 on the tweets.
Yeah. Don't spoil Spider-Man for me.
Don't spoil
Spider-Man. I will find you, and I will tear you down with my rhetoric.
Speaking of which, crazy trip this weekend to Myrtle Beach and Chicago. Road trip, by the way, for work. Which means if timing works out, and I can find a showing of Spider-Man somewhere along the way, likely Chicago, it's happening.
Spider-Man is not out this weekend. It is next weekend.
Wait, are you serious?
Positive.
I don't know how to read a damn. I don't know.
I've rented out a theater.
Son of a bitch. And I got booked for that Thursday after the fact. Well, I'm glad I didn't get tickets then. Son of a bitch. Well, I want to see if I can still get tickets to it. I'm sure I can't. I'm pretty sure I can't. Son of a bitch. I don't know how to read a calendar, man. Just don't know how to do it.
I got you.
All right, that's gonna be a Friday afternoon
watch
then.
Spider-Man is officially out as it's now the 7th in 10 days.
There's a slight possibility I might be in Detroit next Saturday or next Friday, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Coming soon. Let's see what AMC goes. I'll do this off air. I don't know if you want to see my disappointment in person. Ooh, that's too close. We're not doing that the first day. That's for sure. It's at 3:00, and I think. I don't know. I don't. There's a event I'm supposed to be doing that night. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, they're only doing tickets for the first day. No, this is today. Never mind. Don't know how calendars work. Oh boy. All right. Well, wow. That Friday's happening if I don't get booked. Okay. There's a plan.
As I've said, no one spoils Spider-Man.
I will not. I will just make
If
giggle
you
sounds.
Spoil Spider-Man for me, I will murder you with intent.
Oh my God! There's just like look how full this thing is. That's the 3:15 on Friday.
This is why I rented a theater. This is why Sorg. You want to come to Beacon?
When are you doing that again?
Sunday the 19th.
Bro, you want me to drive?
Bring Ronnie. Bring Ronnie.
You want me to drive? We can bring Dutters. We can bring. You want me to drive 6 hours to Beacon, New York, to watch Spider-Man with you?
That's up to you.
And you rented a theater, so we just got chipped in on a theater, right?
I rented a theater.
What time's the showing?
It's walking distance to my house.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So.
My God. Okay. I gotta get off air. We gotta figure this out, guys. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for Silk Stockings Mayhem out. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.